In this tutorial, we'll use QBO's apply and batch operations to do work across a large swath of records. QBO offers a nice UI to allow users to do interesting things like generate documents, send emails, launch workflows, so on and so forth. For example, we can search for a list of loans, and for each record returned, we could come in and add a workflow, add a task, create a work list, etc., etc. Sometimes, however, power users may wish to perform some action on a lot of records or perform actions that are not part of the standard user interface. For example, we might want to send emails related to each loan matching a set of criteria. To do this, let's navigate to Dashboard, Import Batch Apply. Here, we see a query section that allows us to query some records from the database and an action section that allows us to define what action we wish to take on each record returned by our query. Buttons on this page include Query. This shows us the records returned by our query. Preview. This lets us see what actions will be taken before we actually try to execute them. Apply queues up a job to do all the work, and Batch also queues up a job to do all the work, but tracks it in an import file record, giving us a nice audit trail. In this example, let's search for loans in Hawaii or Arizona. I'll say state equals Hawaii, AZ, and clicking on the query button, I can see the matching records. If I scroll to the bottom, we see that there are 106 of them. In the action line, I'm going to choose to send an email to myself. We'll call message/send. And in the parameters, I will send the email to myself. And I would like the subject line to include both the loan number and the state that the loan is in. I can use any column returned by my query in my action line simply by wrapping the column in curly braces. To see how this query substitution works, we can use the preview function. The preview is showing us the first 25 records, and we see that the loan number and the state is being substituted. Once I'm happy with my query and my action, I can click on Apply or Batch. Again, Apply will queue this job to run, while Batch will create an import file for this job and then run each row separately, giving me a nice audit trail. Let's try Batch. When I click Batch, we get a very quick response indicating that our job has been queued. Once the queue processes, I can find my job in the Import Data dashboard. Here it is. I can drill down into it, and I can see each of the messages created and sent out as a result. Once these items have been processed, the emails should be in my inbox. And here they are. Note that you can apply any action to any set of data in the database. Be careful. We've had super users accidentally do too much work in the system. Of course, if you can use the same technique to clean up accidentally added data too. Happy processing.